Hi, welcome back, and let's get started with the next problem. I think this one we solved yesterday, I guess. Was it submitted? Yeah, it was submitted. Okay, so yesterday we solved baseball game, and let's try this problem number 697, degree of an array. I feel like this can be boring. What's gonna do? But let's say maybe it will give something to learn. Okay. To the new viewers of this channel, just want to brief it. This channel is primarily focused on slow learning, slow development of structural thinking mindset, and in the process I don't focus much on solving the problem, but to get most out of the problem, to use it in the real life rather than focusing on just solving this problem. So my major priority is to understand or get the main crux out of it so that I can use it in the real life rather than just solving it to pass any interview or something like that. Okay. And the videos that you are watching are mostly unedited, and I did them but just for the audio purpose, like to make it sound more clear. Whatever I can do, I'm not a business I'm not a video editor, but I'm a working professional. I am a ML engineer by my profession. I have some bit of good experience in working in this domain, and I think this structure is something which is currently missing in my skill set. So therefore I thought of making this channel to mark my journey so that eventually it can be of some help to the upcoming folks which they will come in the future, because I feel uh, the uh, the the slow pace which is required to learn something new is now getting missed. Many people tends to focus on the outcome rather than on the process of developing something. So that's where I'm trying to fill the gap. And yeah, that's a brief about this channel. Let's focus on this one now. Okay, and now to break down the problem, how I approach it, I typically try to understand the question. Understanding the question is the first part. The second part is to identify what is the problem, like what in the question is like which is stopping me to solve this. Third is like I try to break down D, and then what is S and what is A, which means like the data, what is like the subject is DSA, what is data in it, what is structure in it, what is uh, algorithm in it. Okay, every problem requires some pattern to be applied to be able to be solved, and then there is just some structure. Every algorithm has some structure, and then how do you represent the problem statement into data. Okay, let's try to again, these are unedited videos. I try to be as natural as possible when I'm trying to solve it, but yeah, let's get started. Given a non-empty array of non-negative integer, non-empty array. Okay, this is given non-negative integers. The degree of an array is defined as a minimum frequency of any one of its elements. What? So degree of array is defined as the maximum frequency of any one of its elements. Your task is to find the smallest possible length of smallest possible length of subarray number that has the same degree as number. Okay, so again, just to iterate, I find myself that I don't get much out of these description. I often try to then see this part and this gives me more idea. Okay, so 1 2 2 and 3 1 degrees 2, which has means this degree because the both of the element 1 twice subarray of this subarray that have the same degree 1 2 2. Okay, then 1 2 2 2 is degree 6. What? The degree is 3 because the element 2 is repeated 3 times. Huh? What? 2 is repeated 3 times. How does 6? What was it? Maximum frequency of any one of its element. That's not making sense. So 2 2 3 is sorted subarray, therefore what? Length of it has the same degree as of number. Okay. This seems to be a language issue. Given a non-empty array, so there must be something in the array, that's for sure. Non-negative integer, every value must be positive. Okay, the degree of an array is the maximum frequency of any of its element. If 3 is 4 is okay. Your task is to find the smallest possible length of contiguous subarray that has the same degree as, yeah, so 1 2 2 2 2 3 1 is an array. Smallest one is this one only, no? Yeah, the input has a degree of because okay 1 is also twice, 2 is also twice, degree is 2. The degree is 3 2 2 2 1 because the element 2 is repeated. I'm not even getting this statement. What? The degree is 3 because the element 2 is repeated 3 times. Element 2 is repeated 3. That is correct, but how it is making 6? The shortest subarray, which means like 2 2. Yeah, this is correct. Is a subarray, therefore okay, length of length of sub. Okay, I got it. So we don't have to tell the degree of it. Okay, I got the question. So the question is, you have an array. Okay, let's forget about this part. You have an array, something, and then what is the degree of it? Let's say it has a degree of 4, which is the longest an element with the maximum frequency. Let's say 4 is repeated the maximum number of times. Okay, assume it. Okay, now question is to find the smallest subarray whose degree is also 4 and return the length of it. So in this case, the smallest subarray would be this because that's the, and then what's the length of it? The length of it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 should be the answer. This is my current understanding of the problem statement, and I know it could have taken a lot of time, but yeah. Now let's try to approach it. So given the nums, I can find the, okay, I know there is a thing called counter from collections import counter, and then if I give the counter this nums, and then I have a dictionary, and then let me return the dictionary and check it. What does it tells? But it is asking for a number. Let me remove this just for sake of it first. Okay, I think it has a hard coded, but how can I represent it? Counter. So this will, in a way, this will give me the count of what is the count of 1, what is the count of 2, what is the count of 3. Okay, and I want the highest then, no? Can I do this in my local PC first? I don't know how to approach it. Okay, so let's say I have this as a this from collections import counter, and then the equal to counter of nums print d. Let's see what comes out. So 1 is 2 times, 2 is 2 times, and then 3 is 1 time. That's correct. Okay, now I want to find the value, the maximum. Okay, I want to know key for which the value is maximum. Okay, I can write a loop for this. Okay, let's write it. Let's say the max is 0 for k comma v in d dot items. If value is greater than max, then key, finding null, none, f equal to k. And max equal to value. Okay, if I repeat this, I should have a value f which is the maximum. So 1 is the maximum which is repeated here, 1 and 2 technically. Let's me do test it out. If I give 2 here, and now its answer should be 2, correct? Let me give 1 1 1 again. Now this should give me 1 again. So yeah, again there is some preference, order preference is there, but anyway it is giving the correct answer. Now 1. Okay, now there are 2 things. One is this. Okay, so there are two scenarios. So 1 is also a potential solution, and 2 is also a potential solution. Sorry, like I think no, yeah, sorry, I was thinking something else. But yeah, so the problem is like if I consider 1 the longest subset becomes this. If I choose the this as then the shortest subset become this. Okay, so how to go in that direction, because that is also a potential solution. 2 could have and also in the outer. And one could have been in the inner side, but that would not change the answer. Let's go this. It is giving 1 maximum is 1, but wait a second, 1 is 2 times and then 2 is also 2 times, no? Okay, greater than or equal to will work. Yeah, so now I have the answer. Now 2 is the answer and I have this, so I need to find where is the, what is the value, what's the index of it, and then what's the last index of it. Okay, in an element, what are the index of L dot nums dot index of F print. I hope there isn't something function like this, but not sure. Index of, no, index of, no, I think there was some function like this, but anyhow, now I need to find where is this element is, and I can find, but in one go can I go and find where is the index of it. Okay, let's make another small set, let's say. Okay, and I will add whenever I find this value. Okay, so for each in num, let's go by in range length of num no, I hope, yeah, nums, and then if nums I equal to f, c dot add this I'm just taking the index of it, and then at the end of the day I have the all the index where the 2 is. So 2 is at the 1 index, 2 is at the 2 index. Okay, so this becomes this becomes the value. Okay, so the longest substring would be print num, the very first. Okay, should I make it a set? Set can be yeah, it should be a it should be a list. If I make it a list, I'll c dot append, and then the very first element of that list, and then the very last element of the list. This will give the longest subsequence. How, what is it? 1, that's an index now. I need to plus 1 here. That thing correct? Okay, 2 comma 2, that's correct. And then the length of it, I think that should be correct. Let's look at the another problem. We should have 6. We have the answer. Let's copy this, let's paste it here. Print is not required, this is not required, this is not required, and then return this spot. Oh, what? Was it not returning good? Huh? Correct, no? 2 I'm getting answer. 2 is expected. Output is 2. What's the cause? Output was 6. 6 out can be. And here it is. Okay, maybe the nums. Where is gone? Oh, sorry, I think it got deleted. I hope it's not deleted. Yeah, it's there. Thank God. Okay. I try to run. What? Okay. Okay, so now again in the local it is working, but in the here it is not working. So nums, how many times I've used nums? Nums is correct here. Okay, this is not the nums. Okay, so we got this solution, and I'm happy with it. But is it this optimal solution? No. Have I learned something new? I don't think. Let's first make it in my collection. Yeah. Okay. Let me submit it, and then probably I will think where it can be improved. Okay, that's anyways wrong. Let's check this. Answer is 9. 9 is expected. Okay. 9 is expected. So in this scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both have 6, 6. 1 to 1 was the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then what's the length of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So this logic is not correct, I think, because in our scenario it will give this as a value, not this one. Shall we go ahead and check the answer? I don't want to go, but okay, let's try to solve it. I don't want to answer it. Unseen answer. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, how can we? Okay, so the logic where it is wrong is this F logic. Okay, if till no, yeah, till here. If somehow I could know, okay, no, but okay, so this is dependent on it is assuming that maximum is only 1. But what if I had to, no. Now the brain is not braining. 1, 2 2 1 2 1 1. 1 double 2 1 2 1. Without knowing the length, it was not possible. Okay, at this level, that is for sure. I want to know the length, then only. Okay, so it means I need to know this also, then only. Okay, I need to prepare the dictionary, then C will not work. Okay, so let's, instead of having f as a single value, this will need to be a list. Okay, so the list of two values which are maximum. Okay, now in the d dot items, okay, max in D would be max of D dot values. Okay, this will give me what's the maximum in D. Now if value equal to this, then f dot append key. Okay, now f is the list. Thereafter, now this f is a list, and now C needs to be a dictionary. Then now if nums of I in f C dot append, okay, I need to find then that f. Nums of I in f, yes it is, then C nums of I equal to I. That's becomes a list. Value is equal to is that value dot append I. The syntax is something I think might be wrong, but let's do this in my here. Now instead of this, let's return print C. Yeah, so this is an correct syntax. How it can be. So C is the C I wanted. Okay, so till now I have here. What does it mean? The f is equal to some list. Okay, means like 1 and 2. Okay, this is there in the f. Now what I want in with C is C will become something like 1, and then what's the index of it, means like let's say 0 to, it is at 0, it is at 1, it is at 2, and then 2, and then 2 where like it is at third, it is at fourth, it is a whatever. This is what I want. Okay, so now what can be done? So what I'm doing, if I'm going one by one, if I'm checking if this number is in here, yeah, and then for that value I'm going, but can I make a list, a dictionary? How do we do this? How am I forgetting this? uh, we do something equal to, but list something is off. What with my understanding? Okay, I need to open key and value both. So the key becomes this, and at that key, what's the value? Value should be a list dot append. Okay, if c dot numset I is है, okay, if c this is, then this should work, else if not, then do this. Okay, equal to I. I think this is what? Key error 1. Where, buddy? Where? If not C, this 1. Nums of 1 is nothing. If not C, nums I. Key error 1. Okay, so this is giving me 1. Okay, and there is nothing at this. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to access it, but it's not even there, no? That's the problem. Okay, key and value both needs to be given. If the key is okay, but if the key is not there, then this should happen anyway, no? If not in this, okay, so 1 is at the 0. What is this? 1 is at 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 1 is at 5. 1 is at 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh? Everything is wrong, huh? 0 doesn't. Okay, this somewhat this I wanted for sure. Okay, but what's the meaning of it? Let's try to do it something small. Huh? Let's try to solve it this with this, then we'll do this. Zero zero four. So I know 0 1 2 3 4, 0. Okay, so from where this 0 is coming? That is correct. 4 and 1 and 2. 1 0 1 and 2. Correct. Let's give this now. 0 3 5 7 8. 0 3 5 6 7 8. 0 1 2 3 5 6 7 8, and then the value should be 1. For 3 it should be sorry, for 2 it should be 1 2 4 last 3. 1 2 4 9 10 11. That's correct. Now whichever is the longest. Okay, what was the question? I forgot. Okay, sorry, smallest. Smallest is this, and then 0 to 8. That's the answer. Okay, now next thing is to identify which is the smallest. The smallest length. Smallest length. I have a dictionary and I have to find which key has the smallest length, has the smallest value. It's like saying I have 1,000 of persons and I need to find which have a smallest house, something like that. I need to go to each person for sure, but then how I will remember like which is the smallest so far? And okay, but I just need this. No, I need to remember, instead of like the number, I need to remember this. Okay, let's do for k comma v in minimum list so far, which is let's take it none for the starting. K comma v in c dot items. If length of v is less than length of v, then ML so far becomes v. Yeah, let's see ML so far. What? Oh yeah, so starting cannot be this, because otherwise this is the smallest anyway. What if I make it none now, then this cannot work. So if ML so far is none, then ML so far becomes v. Anyhow, L, if L, then do this. Let's see now. 0 3 5 6 7 8. Okay, and the answer would be ml so far. Take the length of nums ml so far first value, ml so far last value plus 1. I think this should be the answer. What? Oh, what I'm making mistake. This is square ml so far. This is correct. Ml minus 1. Correct. Is it a dictionary? No. That was not dictionary. Yeah, plus 1. Correct. Let me see, man. That's why I don't write big things. ML so far 0. Correct. Okay. Okay. I had to write like this. Sometimes I make fully mistake. Silly mistakes. 1 plus 1 minus 1. Okay. Now length of it. Okay. Cool. Let's copy it. Copy. Paste. Yeah, seems for collection on one extra intent. Return. What the hell? Yeah, hi. Sorry, I had received a call. Let's continue. So, where I was. Okay, okay. So we were getting a wrong result. Let's try to debug it. What's wrong? We are getting result. We want the answer to be 2, but we're getting 5. But why? Let's see by printing C. One is at 0 position. Wait. One is at 0 position and one is at last position also. That is correct. Okay, so and 1 and 2, that is correct. Okay. So okay, man, what I did, we needed to find the minimum now. So for that, I think what's wrong then? Wait. If k comma v for every k comma v is running, ml so far is none. Okay. If ml so far is none, then in that case, and anyway, the first value would be appended. And then if then next iteration will come if length of v, which is this. Oh, no, not the length of v, but the difference between the last and the first value. The difference between the last and the first values should be okay, let's do last value is -1 and the first value is 0. Similarly, last value is -1, first value is 0. Okay, and that should be the difference. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now I want the what's the ML so far. This should be 1 and 2 rather than 0 and 4. That's correct. Okay, now this should be correct. Let's see. Let's submit it. Okay. Hi, this I think until this date I don't know how to read it, but I don't know, it's definitely very wrong. Right, let me store it. What was this? Okay, the same question. Okay, let's keep this only. Okay, yeah, so now let's try to find the most optimal way. Let's use Safari. Let's chat GPT. Then is it the most optimal way? Readability is of course bad. Of course, performance, especially memory uses, efficiency, avoid unnecessary operation. Okay, I think I don't want to rush it. I want to take it slow. Probably we will discuss about this again in the next video. What we did wrong, or should I do it right now? The problem is if I do it right now I will forget it. That's not what I want, and so probably we will do in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching and clicking on this video. I know these videos are mostly boring, but I hope somehow I also develop the understanding to be little bit to be bore little bit, so that it intake letters or unrot the brain of me and you as well. I hope we are traveling the same direction, and yeah, thank you so much. Bye.